Good afternoon, I'm Eric Paulson. Thank you for joining us today. New Orleans firefighters were on the scene and rescued 2 people from a 3-alarm fire in Treme this morning. This is video of the firefighters rescuing people on ladders. They were trapped in the building after the flames engulfed the first floor. The NOFD rescued at least 2 people and a dog from a second-floor window. Our Meg Ferris has been on the scene all morning, and Meg, for a while, this was a really big fire.
Yes, Eric, and take a look. They've just turned on the hose again because there was a hot spot in the back of this property on Villery and Basin, right by the auditorium, that just started smoldering up and smoking again. And then below, what firefighters are worried about, you see the hole in that firewall? That firewall kept the fire from spreading from the abandoned building that was on fire to the building where Bertha Bradley lives and where Bertha's restaurant and bar is. But they're worried that it's going to collapse. It's old, and they're very, very worried about it because it's been compromised, and they say it's bulging. Now, take a look at what we shot earlier this morning around 8:30. 59 firefighters came on the scene on that 3-alarm fire, and they believe they have a most likely cause, not official, but they believe what happened was because the gas company, a contractor, admitted to Bertha Bradley and told the fire chief that they were working on a gas line and that something went wrong, and that sparked the fire and caused the fire. In fact, they have even gone up to Bertha, given their number, and said, call us. We started the fire. Now, the building that caught on fire has been abandoned since Katrina, according to Ms. Bradley, who lives there. But there were no injuries. And as you said, there were people in an apartment behind the abandoned building that got out. It was a woman and her boyfriend and their little Shih Tzu named Prince. Now, I'm told by the fire chief that they, Good Samaritans, actually helped the fire department get them out. Now, she says she heard that loud pop when that gas line, I wouldn't use the word exploded, but when something went wrong with it, and she kicked her AC out to get out. Now, Bertha Bradley does live in the next door area. She's so worried about having a lot of water and smoke damage, and she's very upset. Listen to what they said earlier.
One of my customers said my building was on fire, and I just went into shock. I couldn't believe it.
Is that the shock you're feeling now as you walk?
Yes. I put blood, sweat, and tears in this building. They don't know how I kept this building.
Yes, it was frightening. You know, I was really scared and everything. I didn't know what to do, so I finally had to kick the air conditioner out to get out.
Out of your back window?
Yeah, out the kitchen.
So again, no one was transported by EMS. There were some firefighters who had some minor injuries. The chief tells us that they're okay now and does confirm that this gas company did admit that they may have caused the fire. Of course, traffic here around the Municipal Auditorium and the Theater for the Performing Arts and up to Claiborne is all closed. The electricity is turned off for that building. And of course, we're in this area, Eric, I know you've seen it a lot, where Treme is really going through massive renovations. And this abandoned building is just 1 or 2 buildings down from that old dry cleaners and those places that were torn down, and big, beautiful 4-story apartments are being built. So we're right by there, right by that area. So no word on what will happen to these buildings. I'm told it's the same owner that owns the abandoned building that wasn't fixed up since Katrina and owns the building where Bertha Bradley and Bertha's place is. So we're going to bring you lots more later today at 5 and 6, so we'll give you any updates we can. Reporting live from Treme, Meg Ferris, Eyewitness News.
And Meg, if there's any luck in this whole thing, there's a fire station less than a block away. And how much damage was done to Bertha's? Because that's a pretty well-known place.
Well, Ms. Bertha said, Meg, as soon as they'll let me in, I will go in with you and let you see. Here's the problem, Eric. The firefighters aren't even going in to see if there was any damage because they're worried about that firewall, which protected them from the fire spreading, but they're worried about it collapsing. Now, yes, the fire station is right across the street, but it's been closed because it suffered some water flood damage. But the chief said that really didn't make a difference in response time because there's another station not far away, and they were here within 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. So that's what the chief is saying.
All right, Meg, thank you very much. Appreciate the report.